Hello, everyone. Do not adjust your screen. Pope didn't gain that much weight in the past week and grew some hair. Eric is not here this week. He's in Boston at PAX East. We're going to talk about that later. So I'm Luke. I'm going to be the host today. With me, Data Man himself, Damien Kikano. Damien.
Yes, happy to be here.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. It's weird to have a conversation in English.
Yes.
Only the two of us. it's kind of hard, but that's okay. So it's going to be a light show. More heavy shows are coming in the next couple of weeks. Don't worry about that. But we still have a couple of things fun to talk about today. A new segment. And after going about all the game news, we have a new segment called Dev Talks. And it's an interview with some people on the dev team. I'm going to go over that.
That's cool.
And a bit to come back on the April Fool's community event that took place on Sunday, which was hilarious. During my Easter brunch, I was watching cows fight. Kind of weird. And a community corner to finish it. So, Damien.
Yes.
Next patch comes very soon.
So next patch comes very soon. In fact, it's in submission right now.
Right.
So we don't have the exact date, but as soon as it's approved, we can publish it. For sure, it won't be next week, for sure. Hopefully the one after that, but we don't have the exact. Yeah,
if everything goes as planned.
Exactly. We don't have the exact date, so we don't want to say it. But yeah, hopefully in 2 weeks. And as we said previously, this patch brings quite a lot of cool stuff. So we'll do the detailed patch notes next week. But highlights is that this is the patch with the arena mode, the new tutorial, the warriors, the warrior trial and apprentice trial. You have also 3 new maps coming with that patch, so small ones, the arena maps that we use in the arena mode.
Like arena, really the arena when you go in and fight, that would be very, very fun too.
Because you can play those as well in duel and brawl, so not only in arena mode.
Very fun to play in that.
In this one, we have a small feature that is full controller remapping. So that's a big one too. I know a lot of players were waiting for that one. It will be our first step to input lag. On PC first, then on console, but we'll detail all of that next week. And much more. So that's the big patch that will come hopefully soon.
Cool. So next week, be there. We're going to go into detail about the patch notes, and we're going to talk about that, and with the date.
Exactly.
As well. Exactly. From first the date, and then what's in it. You see, we go step by step. Second thing is the Dance of Death. If we can put up the graph of our roadmap that we showed previously, it was supposed to be today, April 5th, but we found a bug.
Yeah. So
what's happening, Damien?
Whose
fault it is?
Each time before we activate something, we just retest it to see if everything is fine.
That's a smart move. Yeah.
And we discovered that we had a regression on Dance of Death. So basically, players were respawning only once, and then they couldn't respawn anymore.
So it's not a Dance of Death. It's
quite game breaker.
Yeah.
The good news is that it's fixed in the next patch. So as soon as the next patch gets out, we will have Dance of Death the same weekend.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, sorry, no Dance of Death this weekend because of that bug.
No, but it's better to not release it with a bug.
Yeah.
Releasing with a bug would have been really bad. You wouldn't have fun. That's not the goal when as the respawn gets longer and longer. If you die once and it's over.
Exactly. And it's one of the downside. We want to be more transparent, and that's why we do those timelines where we show everything on the next month, but we're never, we can always have bad surprises with bugs and things like that, so we have to adapt the plan.
Cool. The key thing is to let you know. Now, I think we tweeted about that yesterday to say it wouldn't be today. So we informed you yesterday on social media. So today we take this opportunity to communicate the news, so go and talk to your friends and tell them.
Hopefully in 2 weeks.
Yeah. We had the Vanquisher Rush recap that took place last weekend. So who won? Platform. Let's start with PC. On PC, Knights.
The Knights won. Yeah.
On PlayStation 4, the Vikings won.
This is for you.
Yeah.
And
what about Xbox One?
The Knights.
Yes, the Knights again. So Samurai.
And on the free platform, the last faction are the Samurai.
Yeah. So Samurai.
So I don't know. Yeah.
We need to have a discussion. What is happening? No, but seriously, it's so in terms of rewards, just a reminder: first place is 1,500 steel and 3 crates. Second place, 1,000 steel and 2 crates, and third place, 500 steel and 1 crate.
Yeah. So this is a new type of orders that we do, where it's a competition between factions and not a community goal.
Faction war, faction war, faction war. This one has been a short. Like the Vikings, they won in just 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
1, 2, 3, bang. So Knights and Samurai, you're out. Vikings are once again dominating the world. I couldn't be happier. It's so sad that Bio is not there this week. She is sick. I'm sure she would have been super happy to have the Vikings as the winner.
I'm inviting players to switch to Viking faction to get the rewards, and this way Viking will lose and Samurai will win again.
Oh,
Knights. So go change faction, go Viking, go Viking. You will get super rewards.
Okay, that's like the guy who's actually cheering for a team in sport, and when his team gets out, he's suddenly showing up at work with the new hat or the new jersey, just to say, "Oh, yeah, I'm cheering for that team."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, stay with your Samurai. And,
Go Viking.
the fight for second place has begun, so maybe Samurai can finish again in the faction war after finishing last in the Vanquisher Rush recap. So PAX East, it's...
Wait,
yes, what?
faction war, there is still a fight for the second place.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
So, yeah, and
it's a chance for the Samurai to do something with their life.
And usually we bring Bio.
Yeah, but she's sick.
Yeah.
I said all that.
So I'm sad. No, but
Yeah, you
I
were
wanted
still
to
thinking
say,
about how to make
I
people
wanted
switch.
to say how I'm sad for Bio.
Yeah, Bio, she's sick.
Yeah.
I saw her yesterday, and
Yeah.
she's better off at home. Trust me. And if you're watching Bio, I hope you're getting well.
So PAX East is your
PAX
stuff.
East, yes, PAX East. It started today, I think. Pope is already there. That's why he's not sitting in that seat today. So thank you, Eric. Alex, she's still here. She's still reading what you have to say on the chat, but she's flying later today to Boston. So there will be a meetup this week. It's going to be at JJ Foley's Bar and Grill. There's probably a jingle to go with that, but I don't know what it is, so I won't say it. So you do not need a badge if you're in a Boston area or wherever you want to go to Boston and meet Eric and Alex. Go to the PAX East Foreigner Community Meetup. I know Mistress is also involved in the organization, and there's
cool.
somebody else that I forgot the name. I apologize, but it's from 6 to 8 on Saturday. And so Pope is not here, but there's a reason for that. It's because Pope will be on many panels this week during PAX. So where is Pope? I love this image. Eric will love it too because he's so skinny with hair. So on Thursday, so tonight, the improvised postmortem from 9 until 10 p.m. Tomorrow, 3 to 4. Oh, there's a typo there. Content Chaos, managing communities for live games. That will be very, very interesting. This is really about For Honor. And on Sunday, PAX Mania 4. Something wrestling this way comes. This is a fun thing that Eric and his friends have been doing at PAX for many years now. He will be there all weekend long. So if you are around, go meet Eric, go meet Alex. Nobody knows who Alex is, by the way. That's going to be a funny thing. So Alex, she's flying to Boston with some pins to give you. But the first thing to know is, who is Alex? Because she refuses to come on the couch to show her face. So you will know who to bother. So the pin you will get, maybe Max, you can show it to everybody. Right now, I know you have it somewhere. So there we go. This is a pin, an exclusive pin for the community. Also, it was drawn by a member of the community and not by us.
And that's really cool.
So yeah, that is really, really, really cool. So a lot of fun for PAX East this weekend. So go meet Eric and Alex and get one of your pins.
We're not there, sadly. Too much work. But
No, we're not there. We are not.
Yeah.
But look, you were gone for 2 weeks. At South by and GDC. Now you stay here.
Yeah.
You got an invitation to go to Japan to do a conference this week.
Yeah.
And I declined the invitation even before talking with them. I said, you're not going. So, content of the week this week, it's a new effect called L-Gate for
And it's really
5,000 steel. Max, run the video. Damien and I just agreed that presentation is too long. First, the effect is amazing.
Yeah.
And two,
I really love
Dev
it.
Talks. What is that? So yeah, that's a new segment we're going to be bringing on the Warriors Den. Over the past year, because it's been more than a year now that we are doing this weekly show, like you've met Damien, Roman, Bio, myself, Eric, obviously, and a couple of other
people of
people.
the R team,
Our
some
team
people of
came
the
on,
fight team.
Stefan on the
Yeah.
fight team. But we have hundreds of people working on For Honor, and with different backgrounds, different experience in gaming. So we felt it would be interesting to introduce you some of those developers, who they are and everything. So I'm actually doing that segment with them. I'm interviewing them. And since Eric is not here today, we felt that you wanted to see Eric anyway. And so the first one we're talking to is Eric.
Ah, that's
So
cool.
if you think you know who Eric Pope is, this video is a good interview with Eric. We'll give you a bit of background of what he's done before and some of our previous interactions. So let's watch the first Dev Talk, and when we come back on April Fools and the Community Corner. So Mr. Pope, you're a community developer on For Honor.
It's true. I am.
For how long now?
Almost 2 years now. Wait,
March 2016?
16, yeah. Almost 2 years exactly.
2 years, wow. So people know you
true.
for your presence on the Warriors Den, because you're hosting the Warriors Den. You've been hosting the Warriors Den
Right.
for a very long time.
Yep.
They know you for your presence on Reddit,
True.
on Twitter, and other social media. But apart from that, what does a community developer do on a daily basis? What's the role?
So it encompasses a ton of different things. One of the kind of high-level things is we're supposed to look at the long-term strategy for the community for a game. So for me, it's For Honor. Others on different games. So we try to look at strategy overall, and then kind of tactics, to keep using our marketing words, but tactics to make those strategies a success. Day-to-day level, I'm really kind of bouncing between the dev team a lot. For example, I'll see an issue on Reddit. I'll either email or go to someone's desk and say, hey, these people are saying this thing's happening, can we look into it? And that person might know right away and give me an answer, and I can go back and tell the user on Reddit. Or it takes more investigation. And it's really kind of the connective tissue between the community and the developers. And that's really what I love about the job. It's a really kind of satisfying relationship because, as you know, being on the For Honor team, the team actually cares about that. It cares about that feedback loop.
So you've been at Ubisoft for 2 years because you arrived on For Honor.
Yep.
I know that because I did interview you. And
in my interview, you asked me if I was, because I'm from Boston, he asked me, are you a Bruins fan? Because if you are, there might be an issue. Not with me, but just living here.
I told you, and it's funny, I was thinking about that this morning about this interview, and I was like, if you're a Bruins fan, don't wear the jersey in the office.
Exactly.
Because we're in Montreal. Bruins fans in Ubisoft Montreal.
I've never once seen a Bruins jersey here, so it's definitely true.
You will rarely see it. But this year we're going to keep our mouth shut because, for that reason, because we're not going anywhere. So you were in Boston before.
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
I worked for a company called Harmonix, which people might know from Guitar Hero and Rock Band and a bunch of other smaller titles that we worked on, and I was a community manager there for most of my time. I started in QA, we call it QC at Ubisoft, but I started as a senior tester, so...
Oh, you were a tester?
I did, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because before that, I was in like the financial software industry as a tester, which was terrible, but it was my in to the gaming industry, to be a tester.
I interviewed you and I didn't remember you were a tester before.
Yep.
I probably overlooked that part of your resume.
It's fine. I got out of it pretty quickly.
I probably didn't read your resume.
That's also fine. It worked out in the end.
Yeah.
But most of my time there was spent doing community work with the Rock Band games, which was very fun because people probably remember. It was kind of almost, you could call it a fad or a phenomenon, however you want to spin it. But it was a few years of craziness that really, in that time of my life, I was in my 20s, I was we traveled the world and did crazy things. So it was very fun. But
Any crazy thing worth mentioning? Or that you can talk on camera without...
Yeah, are you a Beatles fan?
Yeah, I'm not a big, I'm old for Christ's sake, but not that old.
You didn't follow their career in the
No,
Simpsons?
when the Beatles were big, I wasn't born, so come on, give me a break.
I got to go to Abbey Road Studios where they recorded
Okay.
all of their stuff.
This I know.
Yeah. And we did 2 days in the studio where they recorded stuff as like we did a thing with Game Informer. So spent 2 days there, and I was a big Beatles fan, so that was an amazing kind of experience to just like, they would just point to machinery like in the hallway, like, oh yeah, that's the tape machine where we recorded Sgt. Pepper. We're getting rid of that. And I'm like, what? No. So for a music fan, that was amazing.
You interact with the community a lot.
Yes.
But what is when you look back at those 2 years, it can be pre-launch, it can be like since we launched, what like your highlight, like one moment when you're like, okay, this is, when I look back on For Honor, my experience on For Honor, that moment was it.
One of them for sure was pre-launch, the 2016 E3.
Yeah.
I know you had announced at the previous E3, but for me, that was my first kind of big thing with UB. And at the press conference, and what I knew was special right away was each game there kind of had a contingent of what we call star players. So you'd present the game, and you could kind of hear cheers from around the room of where that game's group was. And then when they showed For Honor, it was like the loudest thing in the room, which I think really kind of exemplifies what the For Honor community is. It's just this loud warrior spirit, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a little different. These people are like super into this, and it was just a guy walking on stage. So that really that was exciting for me. It was like, okay, maybe this is something a little different from the usual, which it definitely became.
And any funniest moment, something like when you look back and it can be something that went bad, and when you look back like, damn, like that was insane, or something funny, like any other thing with your interaction, probably with the community.
So we get to meet a lot of these people, and always kind of seeing someone from their online presence and then meeting them in person is always such a different experience. Because of the Warriors Den, because our faces are on it every week, we've been memed a lot. The community has so much fun with the game itself. You know, like our subreddit is so full of like really on-point memes. And then when they get us involved into it, it's just it's really fun to feel like part of the larger story of the For Honor community.
And before we let you go, any special thing you want to say to your millions and millions of fans out there?
Well, thank you for supporting the game. No, for real, it's been really, I say this a lot within the studio, not just on camera, that being a community developer on For Honor for this profession, has been very, very different for me and very gratifying, because I actually on a day-to-day basis get to make a difference for the players, which is what it's all about for someone in community. Like, we want to really hear the community's feedback and try to act on it as much as we can. And like I said, sort of in the past in my career, that is easier said than done. But we have a dev team that's so bought into that idea that it's really actually a very, very enjoyable process just to come to work every day, and like, I can see substantial things change on a week-to-week basis just because of the community's input in what we're doing. So thank you for the great feedback.
Thank you.
And thanks to the dev team for sure for being into it.
Mr. Pope, thank you very much. See you next week for another Dev Talks.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of things.
So you learned stuff about the Pope? You've been working
Yeah.
with him for 2 years and you didn't know all of that?
No, I didn't know.
So before we keep going on the April Fools, I want to come back on the community meetup that will happen during PAX D. So it's Mistress and Guy Snatch. Sorry. He just tweeted me a sad picture. I apologize. I didn't plan actually to tell who I was organizing, so just remember, Mistress. I'm sorry. I hope you will forgive me at some point. Anyway, go meet them, have fun, and have a drink. It'll be a pleasure to meet them. So this weekend, it was April Fool's.
Yeah.
And but I know you might remember, like, there was this cow, like we released that cow video of a cow fighting because
that became pretty popular.
It became pretty popular on Reddit. Yes,
Yeah.
I think our second biggest thread of all time, because someone talked about you would like to see a
cow in the game.
A cow in the game. So
then one guy from the dev team stayed one evening
and
to just
did
do
put
a
a
funny
cow
video.
in the game.
Yeah.
And on April Fools,
it gave the idea at someone else.
Yeah, someone
in the
else.
Dev team
That's
who
how
said,
it goes. You know,
yeah.
Like
who
someone
said,
has a stupid idea.
I want
and
to
we
do
bounce it
I want to do the next step of that, and
Yeah.
he also worked on it on his own. He got help, of course, but most of the thing come from him, where he wanted to do a Twitch play,
Yep.
and then he took back the idea of the cow. So this is what became our April Fool on Sunday.
It was a new mood. So let's watch a little video, the Paris Strike video, to see what it was on April Fool's Day for Honor.
So all the moves made by the cow are inputs made by the chat of Twitch.
I know at the beginning it was pretty
it's
messy.
very chaotic at the beginning.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
crushed.
Yeah, but at
And
the
the
end,
more it went,
yeah,
the
we'll-
better they did some moves, some combos, etc.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a minute. But it was
Yeah.
funny because it was Easter, so I was having Easter brunch with the family, and I was I was walking around with my phone, showing my nephews, look, there are cows fighting in the game. They were like, what? Anyway, they thought it was funny. So thanks, Carmack, Carmack that you've seen on the show before.
Yeah.
He came to see us before the show just to make sure that
We
we had
speak
all
about it.
that we speak about this event. No, but to make sure we had the right information. So thanks, Carmack,
Yeah,
to put that together.
it was really cool.
Yeah, and we have a little execution video to show you of the cow. That's kind of amazing.
So I was watching at that time, and the chat went on fire when they did the execution.
So, but as you see, people, it's 6 hours of stream. The community got very, very good at some of the more advanced moves. And to show that, we have a little video also to see how good they became over time. So
Mr.
somebody
Vernon.
asked for his meat well done.
Yeah.
So, or maybe overcooked or burned. So it was Easter holiday over the weekend. So we almost over 2,000 unique players did contribute to the fight, which the community eventually won 50 to 47.
Yeah.
And Carmack, that's what he came in to tell me, is that we did not expect that at all. We did
No.
not expect that the community would actually win.
In the morning, I told him we will never go better than winning 10 rounds. I was like,
So-
never get better than that.
50 to 47.
Yeah.
It was a best of 99. So went up to 97 rounds
Yeah.
of fighting. And yeah, it was amazing. And there's a little video also to celebrate the victory of the community. We should do the ornaments
We have some ornaments
like that, like the cow
Not
ornaments.
exactly like the cow, but
We should the
have
cow
horns
ornaments. The cow ornaments would be funny.
The cow ornaments.
Anyway, moving on.
ornaments.
Or outfits for cow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so it was amazing. Seriously, it's the kind of things that we'd like to do more in the future. Thank you everyone for playing. I know Carmack has a bunch of ideas to improve the experience. Moving on, so
Yeah, they want to do a duel now.
yeah, they want to
Between
duel.
two chats.
Yeah, two chats fighting each other. So we'll see how this
We
goes
asked
moving
him
forward.
to go back and work on the game
Yeah,
first.
because that's a good
because he's
point.
doing some important things
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, on the side. So here we are. It's time for the community corner.
So,
Damien,
what
I'm
is
letting you
the
start.
first video? So the first video is from Long Dong of the Law. It's
Long
Dong of the Law. It was on YouTube, and the name of the clip is Foreigner Leaked Warden Orochi Valkyrie Reworks, and it's an April's Fool.
It's an April Fool's, obviously.
It's a one.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
I was
It's a full
actually
clip, in fact.
I was actually dancing during the video, but I learned not to dance anymore on
in
camera
front of a camera.
because that ends up in a clip on Reddit. So I learned my lesson. The next one is a GIF.
So we can speak.
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
A GIF. We're not back to that old debate
No,
of
no,
GIF
we're
versus
not.
GIF.
We're not.
Come
we're
on.
not.
Done by Iron Shield. It reminded me of the Iron Sheik when I was in the 80s watching wrestling. So Iron Shield, how to make shift a warrior's funeral.
Ah, nice.
Man,
This one is
can
cool.
we do that again? Are you looping it?
I love the Valentine's effect as well.
I missed that. Okay, you're dead. Boom, oh yeah, and boom in the fire.
Nice one.
Yeah. Nice. Your turn. What's the next one?
Next one, it's a video made by Moron Abound. And it's
You chose
called
your
You're
name, man.
Welcome to Valhalla Raider in Season 5. It's a long video, and we'll do a shorter version. No?
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. So we'll split it.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Hey, 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 hey. Okay. I see what's happening here. Face to face with greatness and it's strange. Don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that humans never change. Open your eyes, let's begin. Yes, it's really me, it's Maui. Breathe it in. I know it's a lot, the hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod. Ha! What can I say except you're welcome? For the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demigod. What can I say except you're welcome? For the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demigod. Hey!
I love The Rock.
It's the first time I hear that version of Moana song.
Yeah, me too. But The Rock,
And,
I love The Rock. The Rock
And
is
the
great.
parallel between Moana and For Honor is interesting.
But the Rock lends his voice in it. The Rock is a wrestler.
Yeah.
So the Rock is a warrior.
And then he's a.
And
But
a
then
war-
he's the raider. He's not the warlord. I'm all messed up.
Okay, so next one from BTKSD on Reddit. Short video, down to hell with you.
Il en reste. Bathing blasen in the air.
Victory.
People have an obsession with fire.
Yeah.
Just threw the other guy in the fire. He's already dead.
That's what we did with the cow.
Yeah, exactly. We threw the cow in the fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, next one's for you.
Next one is a GIF done by We the Pizza or the Plaza. I don't know. Perfect duo execution.
Let's take a look. So, oh,
Nice.
whoop. What's happening? What's happening? Boom.
He did. It's nice. Nice idea. I see what they did there.
Interesting. So the next one from Mr. Mecca on Reddit. It's a gift. The best chase scene in cinema history.
Oof.
Whoop. Okay.
This is the beginning. Okay.
And jumps. Whoa. Whoop. Boom.
Nice. Nice dodge.
Nicely done. Okay, let's take a look at it. So, jumps down, jump.
Died because
died
he was
because-
alive.
And died because.
Nice.
That's cool. So, to that, your turn.
My turn. This is a video done by BTKSD.
Second one today.
Second one. I call this move the Shaman Face Crusher.
Victory.
Did I hear somebody laugh in the video?
But it's true that this execution on the stairs is pretty cool. In fact, it's a good idea.
Yeah. It's
like
so
it.
next one's mine.
Yes.
Pistolier Huskies video. Islanders pinning death duo. It's a short video. That
Poor
hurts.
can say. Poor can
Poor
say.
can say.
Oh,
I can relate.
yeah. I
You
like
too?
the sound, you know.
Yeah, it's like ouch. like, come on. I love that you're introducing the next one.
So the next one
Yeah, I love
is,
it. You don't know what it is, right?
is done.
Have you watched
no,
it? No? Okay, that's gonna be even funnier.
So it's done by RT298. It's the Warriors Den, a shitpost.
He did put an asterisk not to say
Yeah,
shit.
but I have to say it.
It's a post. Okay, go ahead, Max.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Warriors Den.
Why is there so many mattress companies and mattress store in American cities? Like you have like
Yeah,
almost one of them at each corner.
Yeah, they're
Why
everywhere.
people buy mattresses every 20 years or 15
Yeah.
years? So what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the theory that I love is that it's a way for the mafia to do money laundry.
What?
Yeah. Anyway,
I said to the guy, screw you, buddy. Oh, hey. Welcome back to the Warriors Den. I didn't realize we were back on camera. Oh, I'm over here. Hey, hello.
team is hardly working on that.
I don't know if I'm even good at winking. Huh? My glasses pop. Huh? I don't know.
But yeah. I like the end.
So we tried to give you a little bit of Pope this week since he
Yeah.
wasn't here. And yes, there are a lot of. And the funny thing is, before we started, Alex told Damien not to talk about Mattress Shop today.
Yeah. But it was my contribution because Eric is speaking way too much about Costco. So I had to speak about other things.
Yeah.
Did you know, for example, no, I'm kidding.
But there are a lot of Mattress Shop around. Now, in the last one for today, it's then we're
promo.
going to do the raffle. It's Splice on YouTube, For Honor Shaman, like short name, For Honor Shaman. Shaman.
That's cool.
Splice, congrats, man. That is a very, very cool video.
I like the big shots
Yeah.
from the
You
sky.
have some amazing shots in there. It's
And a good shaman
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, you look at the gameplay, I look more at the video,
yeah.
like artsy style and in terms of trailer and everything. So it's cool. So it's raffle time. So the chat will go on raffle. It says raffle here in the in my run-up show. So that's it for this week. It was a short one. Next week we're gonna go short 40 minutes, not that bad. With not very much to say. So next week we're gonna go over the patch notes for the patch.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good show. Yes, be safe, people. Pope will be back next week, so you won't have to deal with me as hosting the Warriors then for next week. So thank you, Damien, for joining me.
Thank you.
And have fun, everyone.
See you next week.
Have a good fight.
Bye.